Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Russell County for tonight's final game of the regular season. Tonight, the Warriors will take on Beauregard, and it is senior night here at Russell County. We're going to leave the stream audio here and turn you over to the stadium audio for tonight's senior night recognition here at Russell County. Enjoy. We'll be back in a little while with kickoff.
Justin Beer, being escorted by Victoria Gomez and Henry Gomez. Being escorted by Alvin Gary and LaQuasha Gary. Elijah Gerald, being escorted by Chaco Gerald and Robert Gerald. Jordan Hawkins, being escorted by Jessica Hawkins and Gerald Hawkins. Rashawn Henry, being escorted by Tiffany Baker. Jaden King, being escorted by Mary Turner and Paula Turner. Being escorted Donna Trump, being escorted by Kelly Beauregard and Travis Kerr. Valerie Villanueva, being escorted by Roxanne Villanueva and Julio Villanueva. Isabel Williams, being escorted by Michelle Diaz Williams and Christopher Williams. George Wood IV, being escorted by George Wood III and Mandy Wood. Next, we have our cheerleaders. We have Ziamara Andino being escorted by Jasmine Woods and David Pugh. Zaccharia Bass being escorted by Selena Morgan and Dee Dee Bass. Kamori Hicks being escorted by Crystal Evans and Tristan Thomas. Michaela Jackson, escorted by Vicky Upshaw and Tariq Jackson. Alasia Marshall, being escorted by Shaquetta Brown and Damian Marshall. Rebecca Signorelli, being escorted by Kenyon Outlaw. And Victoria Thomas, being escorted by Patricia Thomas and Tremaine Thomas, aka Cheer Dad. Next, we have our JROTC. Kiara Farmer, being escorted. Kiara Farmer, being escorted by Amy Farmer and Steve Farmer. Chloe Land, being escorted by Todd Land. Marquavius Lockhart, being escorted by Quaisha Lockhart. Taylor Massey, being escorted by Alicia Lowe and Eloise Lowe. Ashlyn Mullen, being escorted by Amanda Mullen and Elisa Mullen. Kevin Powell, being escorted by Antoinette Smith and Carnisha Smith. Carly Presley, being escorted by Matthew Presley and Nick Matthews. Angelina Swanigan, being escorted by Jimmy Swanigan and Barbara Swanigan. Kennedy Tyner, being escorted by Siobhan Tyner and Frank Tyner Jr. Kalia Watson, being escorted by Lasagna Gillette and Kareem Watson. Amanda Wright, being escorted by Wayne Jameson and Christian Bowie. And last but not least, David Young IV being escorted by Katie Yonk and David Yonk III. Let's give a big round of applause for all of our Russell County High School 2026 seniors.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the county. On behalf of our beloved Superintendent, Dr. Brenda Coley, and our awesome Principal, Chris Daniel, I welcome you to Seal, Alabama. This is the official site of the 2025 Russell County High School Warriors, the house of Mitchell Field. Y'all give it up for head coach Dylan Gregg. He's the man that's going to lead us to the trophy. He loves our players and guides our student athletes in the right direction, so let's give it up for head coach Dylan Gregg and his coaching staff. Tonight, it's senior night. And our Warriors host the Beauregard Hornets from Lee County, Alabama, and where we intend to defend our home territory and send them home with a loss. My name is John Parker Greer, and I'm the voice of the Warriors, so let's stand up and make some noise. At this time, would you please stand and remove your caps as our Russell County High Army JROTC present the colors for our fallen men and women who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our beautiful country.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
I stand alone with fire inside, with passion burning in my veins.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite, obey your thirst.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital.
For
Excellence?
game day, work day, or any day, Glenn Smith in Opelika is loaded with GMC Sierra and Canyon trucks. Choose from a huge selection of the best-selling full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,750 off. Test drive the new mid-size GMC Canyons with a comfortable ride and strong towing, discounted up to $4,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until December. Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to drive and get
Hello,
ready
everybody.
to
This
smile.
is DJ Jones with the Sports Vision's morning show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Vision's morning show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Vision's morning show, and download the Sports Vision's radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Nestled along the Chattahoochee River, City Mills blends historic charm with modern luxury. Stay in boutique-style rooms designed for comfort, just steps away from fine dining at Millhouse Kitchen and Bar. If you're planning a celebration, our event center offers stunning river views, elegant spaces, and a brand new riverside tent. Perfect for weddings, receptions, and special gatherings, rain or shine. Whether you're here to relax, explore, or create lasting memories, City Mills is where history meets hospitality.
God bless America and welcome to the county.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do. 1, 2, different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
There we are. And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this, come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Well, there's a will, there's a way, kind of beautiful. And every night has its thing so magical. And if there's love in this life, there's no obstacle that can't be defeated. For every tyrant to tear for the vulnerable. And every loss, so the bones of a miracle. For every dreamer, a dream were unstoppable. With something to believe in. Monday left me broken. Tuesday I was through with hoping. Wednesday my empty arms were open. Thursday waiting for love, waiting for love. Thank the stars it's Friday. I'm burning like a fire wild on Saturday. Guess I won't be coming to church on Sunday. I'll be waiting for love, waiting for love.
Warriors fans, our entire seniors are our captains. Let's make some noise.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Friday Night Football Showcase here in Seal, Alabama, home of the Russell County Warriors. Game 10, the final regular season game of the year for the Russell County Warriors as they host their neighbors from Lee County, the Beauregard Hornets. I'm Mike Peacock along with my producer, Ricky Rogers. We're bringing you the action here tonight on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Happy to bring it to you. I'll go ahead and apologize to you right now. I'm coming off a little sinus infection this week, so you're liable to hear any kind of voice come out of this microphone tonight. I might be a voice-cracking teenager. I might be a deep voice bass, or I may sound like I'm down in a barrel. So I'll go ahead and apologize for that as we get going here tonight. But a good one for you tonight. Beauregard is coming off a big upset win last week over Valley High. And they did that by playing ball control, especially in the second half. The Hornets kept the ball for 18 minutes of the 24 in the second half, and they came away with a win over the Valley Rams, and no one really going into that game except maybe the team wearing blue and gold expected that. Russell County comes in at 8-1 tonight in their final regular season game. They're looking to get off to a fast start tonight. Coach Griggs talked with him today. He said he does believe Beauregard's going to try to keep the ball away from them, but he believes in his quick strike offense. The Warriors will receive. The kick is up, and it is taken about the 22-yard line, and it's going to be returned to the near sideline. And finally knocked out of bounds for the Warriors. That is Jeremiah Chambers, who ran it back, and he gets it up to the 47-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 with great field position for Russell County to start this game. Coach Griggs says this is a pride game tonight. The Warriors, it has no implications for the playoffs. Everybody knows, or at least here in Russell County, they know they're hosting Gulf Shores here next week in the first round of the AHSAA playoffs. And here come the Warriors. First play, Riggins gives, and there's a flag quickly. And we've got, looks like, offside against Beauregard. Let's see. I believe that's the indication that I saw, and it is. So it'll be 1st down and 5, and the Warriors are already in positive territory at the 48-yard line of the Hornets. Just underway. First official play from scrimmage. The first snap was a penalty. Riggins throws deep down the sideline. He's got a man, and he just couldn't get to it. Pretty good coverage there. And that was number 4 for Beauregard, Jordan Jackson, who had the coverage, and he just wouldn't let the receiver, I believe that was Jamari Burnett, get free there. And so incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down and 5 now from the 48. 3 receivers to the right, 1 back in the backfield for Russell County. The snap, the give. And that's going to be across the 45 to the 44. And getting up off the bottom of the pile is Eugene Robinson, the senior running back. 30 seniors celebrated here, 30 football seniors, and a whole lot more from the band, cheerleaders, and other organizations celebrated here tonight before kickoff. Riggins dumps it out in the flat. That is Robinson. He's got it. He's on the sideline over there. He's going to have the 1st down easily. as he gets down to right short of the 30-yard line. I think they're going to mark him at the 32 of Beauregard. Let's call it the 33. So 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, a single receiver to the right, no huddle for the Warriors. Bryson Riggins, the great quarterback, and another one of those seniors, awaits the snap. Motion. He's looking to throw. Throws it up toward the end zone. Leads his man just a little bit too far. That was intended for Cedric Dupins as he broke through and came open late. But Riggins led him just a little too far, and it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. First real kind of chilly night of the year tonight, and it's supposed to go down into the upper 30s, I believe, tonight. Hopefully it won't get there before this game is over, but sometime during the night it will, by in the morning. A crisp fall evening. And I believe that is Robinson on the carry again, and he's going to get about 6 yards down to the 27-yard line. And it'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Warriors. We are in the Carroll Purdue first period of play here at Russell County. Riggins takes the snap, looking to throw, pressure, lays it up for the end zone. It is off the hands and incomplete. Would have been a great catch. And that was Jamari Burnett on the other end of that. A really nice throw by Riggins, just a little bit too far, just a tad too far. He got it off the fingertips, and Burnett could not bring it in. And the Warriors will leave the offense on the field on 4th down and 4. Beauregard looking to make a stop here and keep the Warriors out of the end zone on this first drive. Riggins, the snap. Now he's going to look to the sideline. Did not draw them offside. They've got the play now. And did they get it off? That is the question. The clock went to 0, and that is a delay of game. They did not get it off, and that's going to bring it back to 4th and 9 now. So a little bit bigger task for the Warriors. 3 receivers to the left for Riggins. Now they're going to shift that formation. And they'll have 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left with a single back in the backfield, being Eugene Robinson. 4th down and 9. We'll call it really 4th and 8. Riggins fumbles. Ball is on the ground, and Beauregard has it near midfield. That was going to be a little bit of a bootleg play, but number 14 for the Hornets, Nick Lundy, broke through, and as Riggins turned with the fake, he slapped it out of the hands of Bryson Riggins, and it rolled up to just short at the 48-yard line, and the Hornets recovered. So a turnover, and Beauregard has the football, and they turn away Russell County on the opening possession. And quickly they are on the field, so we'll have to keep it right here for this possession change. And look at this, the wishbone for Beauregard. The give to the halfback. He's going to get across the 50, and he's going to be stood up quickly by the Russell County front. That was number 2, Tay Foreman for Beauregard. And a host of black jerseys on the stop for Russell County. Gets across to the Russell County 49-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7. And they are lining up in a traditional wishbone. I haven't seen this in a long time. Fullback, 2 halfbacks. The give now on a misdirection. He's going to get about 2 yards, maybe 3. And it's going to be 3rd down now and about 5 yards. And the ball boy took a spill as he went out to trade footballs with the official. So it's 3rd down from the Warrior 47-yard line. They've got to get to the 42 for the first down. Again, the wishbone. Hornets in tight formation. They do have a wide receiver to the left. And a busted play, and he's going down in the backfield. Quarterback Lane Wilson, his back fell down as he went to make the handoff. Luckily, he didn't knock it out of the hands of the quarterback. And so no turnover there, but a loss on the play back to the 49-yard line. And to bring up fourth down, and I believe the punt team is on the field for the Hornets. Let's see what they do here. Yes, and it looks like that Lane Wilson is the punter as well as the quarterback, and he came away limping after that play. Look, he might have got his foot stepped on. That may be why the running back tripped. Wilson steps, gets the punt off, shanks it off the side of his foot over here to the Russell County sideline. It's going to take a bounce, and it's going to take actually a Russell County bounce and only get to the 32-yard line. So it'll be first down for the Warriors, and we'll take a break on this change of possession on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live here in the Carroll-Purdue first period. We'll be back in a moment. And we're back here at Russell County quickly. And Russell County got out and got lined up quickly, so we had to kind of rush back from that break. And the first play from scrimmage was a broken play for Russell County, but Bryson Riggins does what Bryson Riggins does and turned it into a big gain over to the 47-yard line of Beauregard and a first down. He got loose, reverse direction, found some green on the near side of the field, and he has to come out of play because his helmet came off at the end of that play. So the backup quarterback for the Warriors was Levi Childry was in, and now Riggins is back in, and a good gain on first down. I believe that was Robinson on the carry, and he's going to gain about 6 yards, 5.5 to 6 yards here, and it's going to be second down. Three receivers. Now one comes in motion. He's going to shift into the backfield as an H-back. He'll be a lead blocker. Robinson into the secondary, and he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. It'll be first down for the Warriors. A little bit of a power play there, and a great hole blown by the offensive line. And he's down to the 30-yard line, and Russell County once again moving the football. Turned it over on their first possession on a 4th and long. But a 3-and-out from Beauregard has the Warriors back in business. Robinson again breaks through the line, gets a block downfield, gets inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. Let's call it the 23. And it'll be second down and 3 for Russell County. Moving quickly. And I guess they stayed out of the neutral zone there because no flag came on the initial clap. They've got the play. Play clock is at 14, so they've got time to get the play off here. Riggins gets everybody adjusted. 3 receivers to the right. The snap, he's looking to throw. He throws to the end zone. Too high for everybody. Little bit off target so far tonight for Bryson Riggins. And that might have been an intentional throwaway there because nobody really broke open on that play. And Riggins did have a lot of green in front of him on that play. You may have noticed he could have tucked that ball and came close to scoring, but chose to throw it. And it brings up 3rd and 3. Robinson hitting the backfield, spins out of it. He's going to get maybe a yard, maybe not. I don't think he gained anything there. No gain on 3rd down, so another 4th down play coming up for the Warriors. Twins each way for Riggins. Robinson in the backfield. Man in motion. Riggins, back to pass. Looks, runs it up the middle, sprints to the outside. He's got to get across the 20. He's going to get tripped up, and he's going to be short. He got tripped up, and that was number 9 for Beauregard. Camden Bowen, the free safety, came up and got his shoelaces. And another stop for Beauregard of the Russell County offense, but this time not nearly as good a field position that he was brought down at the 21-yard line. He was one step from a first down and was brought down. So Lane Wilson will come back out for Beauregard, still limping a little bit. And he will lead this wishbone offense. Snap. And the fumble snap. It's on the ground. And let's see, the ball was loose, but they blew the whistle because the helmet of Lane Wilson came off. And Drake Motley will have to come in for a play here for the Hornets. They immediately blew the whistle when Wilson's helmet came off. The ball actually ended up still loose on the turf. But Wilson had it momentarily. He's got to come out for a play, and Motley will come in and run this one. So a loss of a yard there, 2nd down 11 for the Hornets. This Russell County defense doing a good job so far. The give on a little crossbuck play. Daylight this time, and the best gain of the night for Beauregard as they get all the way up to the 30-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and short, 3rd and about 1, maybe 1.5 for the Hornets here. Nose of the football on the 30-yard stripe. Stacking the box, the give. Same play. Gets across the 31. Let's see. And I believe that's going to be a first down. No doubt about it. Yep, they're going to spot it at the 33-yard line or just across the 32. So enough for the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Their first down of the night. Something I didn't think I would say too often in 2025, the wishbone offense. And a big play here for the Russell County defense. Leading that charge, I believe, was number 50 for the Warriors, Lamontez Pollard. And that's going to be a 2.5-yard, maybe 3-yard gain up to the 35-yard line. 2nd and long here for the Hornets. Love to play ball control. I can see now why they held the football 18 of 24 minutes of the second half in last week's game. And here whistles everywhere. As Tay Foreman was on the carry briefly. But that's a false start on the Hornets, and that will back them up. It'll be make it about 2nd and 12 for the Beauregard offense. Elsewhere around Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Thrift Behringer and the crew is up at Troup County for a huge Georgia showdown. Troup and Sandy Creek, a ranked matchup and a big one across the state of Georgia. That's going to draw a lot of eyes tonight around the state of Georgia. And timeout is taken by Beauregard on this 2nd and long, and we'll take it with him. We'll be back in a moment for the rest of the Carroll Purdue State Farm first period on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
And we're back at Russell County. Second down and about 13 yards here for Beauregard. We're in the Carroll-Purdue State Farm first period, 2:25 to go in this period. The give to the fullback that time, he trips, stumbles, and he's going to be brought down before he can get too far. He gains about 2 yards there. They're going to be third down and 11. So another third down situation and a third and long for Beauregard. See what they bring out of the huddle here. Still in the wishbone, single receiver to the left. One thing you have to guard against is the fake and the throw over the top against the wishbone. And he's going to try to throw back. He's grabbed from behind, and he's going to go down for a loss. He's sacked. I did not see who was on his back. I believe that might have been number 2, Caden Jackson, who got into the backfield and chased the quarterback down from behind, and it's going to bring up fourth and about 14 yards. And now it looks like Motley will do the punting this time for Beauregard. I believe that's number 18. Snap is a good one, but it gets through his legs, and he's going to be brought down inside the 5, so Russell County is going to be set up. And Motley evidently just took his eyes off that snap because it was a good snap. It was right to him, and it just slipped through his hands and got loose inside the 5. And Russell County will get the ball at the Hornet 2-yard line with an opportunity to score here in the Carroll-Purdue State Farm first period. 57 seconds left in this first period. And the best scoring chance so far for Russell County. They've driven the ball well, but have stalled twice, and now they're knocking on the door. And the keep by Riggins. Touchdown. That was easy. And the Warriors are on the board. That play took just 2 seconds off the clock and produced 6 points. And on for the extra point is Justin Hernandez. The snap, the kick is good. So with 55 seconds left in the period, we will take a break, and we'll be back in a moment for the kickoff. It's Russell County 7, Beauregard nothing here near the end of the Carroll-Purdue State Farm first period on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back at Russell County, Hernandez set to kick off here. And he boots it away, angled toward the sideline. It's going to be caught by number 3 for Beauregard, Jeffrey Holloway, at about the 16-yard line. He's going to return it up to the 27, where Beauregard will start 1st and 10. So the Beauregard offense only produced 1 first down so far. We'll call that the 28-yard line. Only 1 first down so far, and a costly muffed snap on the punt set Russell County up inside the 5, and they scored quickly, and they have the 7-0 lead. 49 seconds to go in this Carroll-Purdue State Farm first period. Wishbone set. Rolling to pass. And a good one And he catches it. That is complete to number 22 for Beauregard. That is Davis Fuller out of the backfield. And it was a little bit of a lollipop pass, but he was able to run under it, grab it, and the Russell County defender grappled with him for the football, but he held on strong. And another first down for Beauregard up near midfield at the 49-yard line. Lane Wilson gives, hitting in the backfield immediately and driven backwards, and that's going to stop progress there. I believe that might have been Polito James on the tackle there that led the charge. He was the first man to make contact, and he did not let go and got some help from his friends. They're going to call it no gain. They're going to give him forward progress, but I didn't see a whole lot of progress made, to be honest. And now that is the end of the Carroll Purdue first quarter of play here at Russell County. Your score, the Russell County Warriors lead the Beauregard Hornets 7-0. We'll be back in a moment on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Back here at Russell County, and ladies and gentlemen, would like to remind you, as always, presenting sponsors of Friday Night Football Showcase on Georgia Alabama Sports Live are Glenn Smith Chevy GMC, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Federal Credit Union, and Jack Houston Memorial Hospital and Houston Clinic. We're thankful for those sponsors. And they met again immediately, and that play went nowhere. And the man with the plan there for Russell County was Isaiah Thomas. He put the bear hug on the running back for Beauregard and said, "No, sir, you're not going anywhere." It was a loss of a couple. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, coming up at halftime, brought to you by the Beck Center. It's the halftime highlight show with our big man buddy, Richard Holdridge, doing all of the highlights from around the area and from all the games here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Richard is always chomping at the bit to bring you the action from the Beck Center. 3rd down and 12. And sacked. And that was number 50, Lamontez Pollard, on a blitz for Russell County. And Lane Wilson had nowhere to go except down to the turf on that one. And it is now 4th and about 20 for Beauregard, and they will punt again. Drake Motley in to punt. He suffered the muff snap on the last one, but this time he's not standing deep in his own territory. His feet are touching the 27-yard line for the Hornets. Snap is a good one, and there's whistles. Let's see what this call is. It's going to go against Beauregard. It was either an illegal formation or somebody moved. That'll back them up 5. And it's 4th down and about Cottonton for Beauregard. So they'll do it again. A little bit further back this time. Snap, a little bit low. Motley gets it off. Decent kick. Going to be caught by Caden Jackson, and he's going to be brought down before he can get to the edge. Tried to get to the left side and pick up some blocking, but he was caught by the feet and brought down just short of the 40-yard line. And it'll be first down for Russell County at the 38. So the offense not quite untracked yet for Russell County here tonight. They've been able to move the football at times, and then they've stalled. Coach Dylan Griggs would like to see a sustained drive right here or a big play. He'll take whichever one he can get. Riggins rolls, throws to the sideline, a little bit too far in front of his receiver. He was not really open yet anyway. And that's a hard throw. It's hard to make a pinpoint throw running to your right when you're a right-handed quarterback and being able to get your feet under you to throw the crisp kind of pass that route required. Second down and 10 now for the Warriors. Two backs in the backfield. Riggins gives it. And that is Robinson on the carry. He's going to get up over the 40 to the 43-yard line. And that's going to be third and a long 5, short 6 yards, right at 6 yards for the first down. We'll call it 3rd and 6. So another third down situation for the Warriors. Riggins, back to pass, gets pressure. He's going to get away. He's in the middle of the field. He's got the first down. He's across. He's to the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 10, 5. He's going to be hit about the 4-yard line, and he's going to get to the pylon. Touchdown. Bryson Riggins got the pressure, saw the daylight, got to the sideline, juked a couple of tacklers, and then just used the speed. He was hit about the 3 or 4-yard line, but ran through that tackle and got it to the pylon for the touchdown, and a big play for the Warriors, and it's 13-0. That'll be a Houlihan's highlight play this week for sure. That comes at 8:51 mark of the second quarter. Snap, the kick is good from Hernandez. And it's 14-0. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back for the kickoff here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
Back at Russell County, Hernandez ready to kick off here. It is 14-0 Warriors. And the angled kick, taken at about the 22-yard line. That is number 88 for Beauregard on the return there. DJ Hodge. And DJ Hodge gets it up. He returns it about 5 or 6 yards. Let's see where they put the ball down. There is a flag on the play on the far side of the field. Flag lays at about the 33-yard line on the far side. And that is going to take Beauregard backwards. That is a holding call against the Hornets. So a 10-yard penalty will take it back to the 18-yard line. And so far, the Hornets can't keep from stubbing their own toe here in the early going at Russell County. Lane Wilson back in at quarterback. Less traditional formation here, but a bunched formation on the right side for Beauregard. One back in the backfield. Two halfbacks to the right. It's going to be a toss sweep. and it's going nowhere. Brought down at the 15-yard line. And that is number 9 for the Hornets, Camden Bowen, on the carry. And I did not catch the number of the jersey that brought him down, but it was a quick play, and it lost back to the 15-yard line. So a loss of 3 there. It'll be 2nd down and 13. They stacked the right side over there, put the 2 halfbacks in kind of an H-back formation, and try to run a loaded toss sweep over there, and Russell County had none of it. This time is still the same way, this time to the left side. Wilson back to pass. He's got a lot of pressure. He's not going to get away, though. He's going to be sacked for about a 1-yard loss. He was able to get back toward the line of scrimmage, but he's going to be brought down on the sack at the 14-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd down and 14 now for Beauregard. Wilson got a lot of pressure that time, really didn't have time to look downfield and had to get out of there, and just could not get back to the line of scrimmage and suffers another sack. Defense is what we used to call bowing its neck here tonight for the Warriors. Full house wishbone this time. Give to the fullback on the trap play. And he's going to get across the 15 and gain some positive yardage, but he's not going to go far. He's going to get up right at the 18-yard line. And here's a flag after the play. A lot of extracurriculars, and there's a whole lot of laundry on the field right now. Flags came from everywhere, and I believe that's going to go against the Hornets. I know at least one Russell County player was slung to the turf. Let's see if this is offsetting or see if this is only going to be on one team. But I believe every official on the field and about 10 fans threw flags on that play. And it looked like it was raining yellow here in Seal, Alabama. Let's see, the dead ball foul, personal foul, and unsportsmanlike conduct against Beauregard. And dead ball foul, personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against Russell County. The penalties will offset and all that laundry. And now we've got another unsportsmanlike conduct against Russell County that is going to be enforced. So 2 different unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on the Warriors, and the second one is enforced. And Coach Dylan Griggs wants an explanation here, because that'll give Beauregard a 1st down. So we've got a break in the action while the official explains everything. And he's calling the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, I believe, looking at who is being a little bit demonstrative on the sideline. I believe Carlos Cotton was the man they pointed to as the culprit there, and he can't believe it. I think he was the one who was slung to the turf, as a matter of fact. He's the one that ended up rolling on the turf after it looked like a Beauregard player took him down. But I guess he was unsportsmanlike in the way he went to the turf. And it's 15 yards to Beauregard and a 1st down. So the Hornets keep the football here. And it'll be 1st and 10 up at the 32-yard line. So the biggest gain of the night comes by penalty for Beauregard. 1st and 10 at the 32. Little reverse bone here. The ham bone, I think they used to call that. Ooh, stuck hard by the linebacker. He's going to gain about a yard, maybe 2, but he was hit hard and brought down. They're going to give him a couple there up to the 34. It'll be 2nd down and 8. I believe that might have been the inside linebacker, Lamontez Pollard, that met him there. I'm not 100% sure, but he got stuck hard by somebody. It might have been Eldrick Page with the hit. And this one's going to be a big gain, a nice hole, and slipping through that hole for Beauregard is the deuce. That is Tay Foreman for the Hornets, and he's going to get a first down up at the 42-yard line. Now the regular full house wishbone. One receiver to the right side for the Hornets. Tight end to the left. The give to the halfback. That's Foreman again. He's going to fall forward, get about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards, up to the 44. It'll be 2nd and 8. And he literally fell forward for 2 yards there. He had nowhere to go. Somebody hit him low, and he just took himself down and gained a couple there. Same formation, tight end to the left, single receiver to the right, full house backfield. Foreman with the carry again. He gets across the 45 and get to the 46 and is going to stretch forward. Good second effort. It's going to get him up to the 47-yard line where it's going to be 3rd down and about 5 yards. They've got to go to the Russell County 48 for the first down. First down by penalty and first down by rush on this drive. Maybe the first time that Beauregard's gotten 2 first downs in a possession. One of them was a freebie. Full house backfield. Single receiver to the right. The give to Foreman again. He's going to be met and get nowhere close. May have gotten 1 yard there. They may give him 1 yard. They do. Up to the 48. And it's going to be 4th down now and 4. And they're going to punt. On comes Motley and the punt team for the Hornets. 4:43 going in this second quarter. And you can see how running the football in the wishbone really takes some time off the clock, as we are already down inside 5 minutes in this first half. 14-0 Russell County if you're just joining us. Motley, the snap is good. Gets the kick off. Nice kick. Taken, fair catch. And here's going to be a flag as he's bumped by the defender. That was number 14 for the Hornets, Nick Lundy. And Lundy made contact with the receiver after he called for a fair catch. And the flag immediately came out. Let's see if they keep this penalty here. The contact was not malicious in any way. As a matter of fact, it was kind of powder puffish, to be honest. And they're going to wave it off. That's a good choice, I think. That was probably a no call, because the receiver for Russell County did take a step forward, and Lundy basically just reached out and kind of gave him a hug. And that was the extent of it. So a good no call there. And Russell County takes over at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. 4:15 to go in this second quarter. Riggins throws out in the flat. Complete. That's Robinson. He's going to get across the 30. They're going to give him the 31-yard line. So a short gain there. Throw was a little bit low on the shoe tops. And Robinson unable to get his speed built up after catching that football and gets about 4 yards. 3 receivers to the left. Riggins back to pass. Looks, throws, complete. First down at the 45-yard line. And that is complete to number 1 for the Warriors, Noah Sterling. And 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. 3:38 and counting here in the second quarter. Coming on the field late for the Warriors, Elijah Lyles. 2 receivers each way. Now a man in motion. Circles behind. The give. Robinson up the middle. He's up to midfield. Going to be met there and driven back. They're going to keep him progress at the 49-yard line. So a gain of about 4 there. Clock running. Oh, excuse me, the clock is stopped now at 3:14. And the officials are huddled up over there. Let's see, is there a flag anywhere? I did not see a flag. A little pushing and shoving. Personal foul against Russell County, and that's going to back them up inside the 35-yard line to the 34. So the extracurriculars here on senior night getting a little out of control, and that's 2 major distance penalties against the Warriors, and Coach Dylan Griggs is not going to like that at all. I'm sure they'll get a little message about that at halftime. So first and a bunch. Riggins back to pass. Screen set up, and it's set up nicely in the daylight. Across midfield. 30, 25, down to the 22-yard line. What a run, and a really nicely executed screen pass as Cedric Dupins gathered it in, had a wall, and then did a little individual juking there and got all the way down to the Beauregard 22-yard line. A huge gain for the Warriors, and they're in business near the red zone here. And now the clock stops. The official timeout. Let's see what we've got going on here. Coach Griggs wanted to have a discussion with the head official. And now there is an injured player on the field for Beauregard. And I don't know if that's what the discussion is about. It's a Houston Clinic, Jack Houston Orthopedic Hospital injury timeout here on the field at Russell County. Trying to see if we can find some updates from around our area. Last I saw, the score at Troop was Sandy Creek 14, Troop 10 in the second quarter. So that's a good one as advertised. Let's see if I can locate some updates. Big win for Calvary last night. If you were not watching here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, that was not on our network. But if you were not around to see the score, trailing 28-17 at halftime, the Knights came back and shut Bethlehem Christian down in the second half and pulled off a 30-28 win. Nate Osborne with a big interception late gave the Knights the football, and they were able to drive it in and score for the winning touchdown. Actually, I think they got the winning touchdown on a pick six, if I remember correctly reading that. So, but Osborne did get a big interception late to preserve it for the Knights. I did see that highlight thanks to his parents who were videoing from the stands. And also last night, Sumter County took a big win over Columbus High in Columbus. Russell County now, 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Snap on the jet sweep. That's Noah Sterling. He's around the end. He's going to get to the 20, spun around, and falls forward to about the 18-yard line. It'll be second down. 2.5 minutes to go here in this second quarter. We're going to call it the 19-yard line. So second down and 7. Riggins has the play. 2 receivers to the left, a single receiver to the right, 1 back in the backfield. Man in motion now to the right. Fakes the jet sweep. The fade pattern, thrown over the wrong shoulder, out of bounds. Uncatchable, incomplete, and it'll be third down now from the 19-yard line. Coach Dylan Griggs would like nothing more than to get a touchdown here, but he would take a field goal, I believe, to get some more points on the board going into halftime. 3rd and 7. Riggins looks now to the sideline. They're going to change the formation a little bit. Play clock down to 5. They got to hurry and get this snap off. And they just make it. Riggins back to pass. And there are whistles. And that is a late false start whistle there. But it is a false start nonetheless, and that's going to back Russell County up. And I tell you, it's not been a crisp first half for the Warriors here, penalty-wise. And Valley knows all too well if you let this Beauregard team hang around, they can make it hurt like they did last week in that matchup. And they played keep away in the second half. 3rd and 12. Riggins, pressure from behind. He pulls it down. He's inside the 20. He's going to be hit. Helmet comes off again. Boy, the helmets are flying off tonight. That's about the 4th player that's lost his headgear. And it's going to be 4th down now. And they're going to bring the field goal unit out. Probably a good call here from Coach Griggs. This is going to be, they're going to put it down at about the 26-yard line. So this officially will be a 36-yard attempt for Hernandez. I don't know what his long this year is. Snap. Kick is up. It is no good, short. Just didn't make it. He got under that one, and it just did not make the crossbar. And so with 1:18 left, Beauregard will take over at the 20-yard line. That looked like one of my golf wedge shots. I think I hit it good, and then all of a sudden it comes up about 10 yards short. And I have to chip again. And then I hit it over the green. And then I have to chip it back on, and then I have to make a 30-footer for bogey, which I miss. Some of you played golf with me, you know that. 1:18 to go here in the first half. A little bit more of a spread formation this time. 2 receivers each way for Beauregard, and now a timeout for the Hornets. Let's take a break. We'll be back in a moment here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
And we're back here at Russell County. 1st and 10 from the 20. Beauregard has the football. 1:18 left in this first half. A little jet sweep or the little forward toss that actually goes as a forward pass. And on the carry for the Hornets there was number 4, Jordan Jackson. There is a flag in the backfield that usually indicates holding. And that is the call. So that play, whatever progress it made, will come back. And it'll be 1st and 20 from the 10-yard line with 1:10 to go in the half. Boy, if Russell County could force a turnover here and get a quick score, that would be huge for the Warriors going into halftime. 14-0 they lead. Truth be told, they probably should be up more than that. Not a well-played first half overall. The defense has played great. The offense has been sputtery, to say the least. Wilson back to pass. It's complete, and a big hit over there. Nice job by number 2, Caden Jackson. And that's going to gain up to the 16-yard line. It's going to be second down now in about 14. So a 6-yard gain on that, but a nice hit immediately by Caden Jackson. And the clock runs now inside 40 seconds. This may be the last snap of the first half once they get it off. There's 9 seconds on the play clock. Beauregard's going to run it down. I don't look for this one to be put in the air. And it is not. That is the fullback on the carry for the Hornets, Tay Foreman. And Foreman is going to gain about a yard, and that will be the final play of the first half, I believe. They're not going to rush out there and try to run a play. And time has expired here in the first half. The score at halftime, Russell County 14, Beauregard nothing. We'll be back in a moment here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
I stand alone with fire inside, with passion burning in my veins.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite. Obey your
At
thirst.
Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital.
For
Excellence
game day,
always.
work day, or any day, Glenn Smith in Opelika is loaded with GMC Sierra and Canyon trucks. Choose from a huge selection of the best-selling full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,750 off. Test drive the new mid-size GMC Canyons with a comfortable ride and strong towing, discounted up to $4,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until December. Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to drive and get
Hello,
ready
everybody.
to
This
smile.
is DJ Jones with the Sports Vision's morning show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Nestled along the Chattahoochee River, City Mills blends historic charm with modern luxury. Stay in boutique-style rooms designed for comfort, just steps away from fine dining at Millhouse Kitchen and Bar. If you're planning a celebration, our event center offers stunning river views, elegant spaces, and a brand new riverside tent.
Entering the field is the Russell County High School Warrior Band. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Elijah Gerald, Isaiah Abney, and Rashad Henry. Tonight's show is sponsored by 84 Lumber, KODB Outreach Program, and CRS Home Builders LLC. Our performance will consist of selections from our show entitled A Warrior Dance Party. Tonight's selections will include Austin Powers, Single Ladies, Cupid Shuffle, Bye Bye Bye, Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me, and Thriller. We hope you enjoy our performance. Drum majors, is the Warrior Band ready to take the field for performance? You may now take the field for performance.
For game day, work day, or any day, Glenn Smith in Opelika is loaded with GMC Sierra and Canyon trucks. Choose from a huge selection of the best-selling full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,750 off. Test drive the new mid-size GMC Canyons with a comfortable ride and strong towing, discounted up to $4,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until December. Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Back here at Russell County, getting ready to begin the second half of action as Russell County is bringing their team to the sideline. They will kick off here to begin the second half as Beauregard will receive here in just a moment. The Hornets are still out getting some warm-ups in. Russell County finishing up. The clock has hit 0, and we'll get underway here. I'd like to thank once again the support of the Beck Center. All year long, they brought you the halftime highlight show, and all year long, they have brought you the GIAA scoreboard show at the end of the night. Richard Holdridge and Thrift Behringer bring all the action from around the GIAA. That airs not here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, but it airs on GIAA.tv and the GIAA Facebook page as they recount all of the action from Friday nights. And guess what? It's almost basketball season. And join us here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live as we will have full slates of basketball games coming up very soon. And I mean very soon, as basketball season is getting underway post haste. Media Day Sunday. Join us on Georgia Alabama Sports Live for Basketball Media Day from the said Beck Center. As they always are supportive. All of the teams, especially from around the Columbus area, will be involved in Basketball Media Day. Hernandez set to kick here for the Warriors as we're going to begin the second half. Touches leather, a pooch kick over to this sideline. Fair catch called and made by number 23 for the Hornets. And that is Isaiah Murphy. And he'll bring it down. And good field position to start for the Hornets here in the second half. I think Hernandez wanted to angle that one a little deeper and maybe just didn't quite hit the football the way he wanted. And it kind of squibbed away. So at the 36-yard line now is where Beauregard will take over their first possession of the second half, and we are underway here at Russell County. Tay Foreman, the carry, he's going to break through the line, get up to, let's see, are they going to mark him at the 40 or at the 39? They're going to mark him just a tad short of the 40-yard line. Maybe not. Nose of the football at the 40-yard stripe. Gain of 4 there. So it'll be second down and 6 for the Hornets. A few bright spots in the first half for the Hornet offense, but not many. They have had trouble moving the football consistently. Foreman again with the carry. Gets into the secondary this time. He's going to get across the 45 and let's see where they're going to mark this. They give him forward progress, and they're going to call it a first down up to the 46-yard line. So a first down for the Hornets here as they improve their field position on this first possession. 14-0 Russell County. We were talking here in the press box at halftime. The offense just not very sharp for the Warriors tonight. They did have the one big play. Foreman again breaks through the line. He's going to gain about 10 yards, maybe 9. Let's see. They're going to mark him. I believe they're going to mark him about a yard shy, maybe 2 yards shy of the first down. Let's see where they sit the football down. Yep, at the Russell County 46-yard line. Clock is stopped. There is a flag in the backfield. And that play, let's see. It's going to come back. I believe that is going to be holding. And it'll be marked off back to the 39 of Beauregard. So a holding penalty. Let's see, they've got to go to the 44 of Russell County for the first down. $17. So it'll be second down and 17 here. Quick toss. There's a flag coming down. That's going to be a hold behind the play. And there's going to be another flag at the end of the play. Then these are going to offset as the running back for Beauregard. That was Jordan Jackson, was hit late out of bounds into the bench here on the Russell County sideline. That drew another flag, very unnecessary hit there, and another major distance penalty, although these are probably going to offset, and we're going to repeat the down. Although, let's see, that might have been a dead ball foul. I'm not sure if that's going to be considered a dead ball. If it is, that one will be enforced. So 2 fouls on the play, holding against the offense, and that'll be marked off. And then a dead ball personal foul against Russell County, and that one will be marked off because it was a dead ball penalty. They do not offset, and that'll bring up a net gain for Beauregard there of about, let's see, from the 34 up to the 44, about almost 10 yards. I think I had the distance wrong a little bit ago. Really a gain of about 8 yards there. So it's going to be second down and 12 for Beauregard. My math skills are a little rusty tonight. Chilly night here in Seal, Alabama. Chilly night everywhere here in the southeast. First real cold snap of the fall for us. Wilson, the give. Tay Foreman across the line of scrimmage. A good, powerful run by Foreman again, and he's going to cross midfield and get just over midfield, and it's going to be third down and very manageable. For Beauregard here. Tay Foreman toting the mail for the Hornets so far in this second half. Nose of the football touches the 49 of Russell County. Third down and a long 5, short 6 for the Hornets. The give. Foreman again. He's hitting the backfield this time, though. He's going nowhere. A big stop right there. And I'm trying to see the number. That's number 9 for the Warriors, Eldrick Page, who broke through. And a big stop. Maybe, I'm going to call it no gain there. And fourth down, and the Hornets will punt. So a promising drive for Beauregard. Big defensive play again for Russell County. And the Hornets are turned away. Motley on to kick. Some kind of injury in the first quarter to Lane Wilson, and Motley has come in to kick. He gets a low snap, gets this one off, fair catch called, and in a crowd of white jerseys, Russell County's Caden Jackson receives the punt, and it'll be first down for the Warriors from the 18-yard line. Let's call it the 19-yard line. So for the first time in the second half, the Russell County offense will be on the field. Interested to see what adjustments that the coaching staff made at halftime. Brooks gives. Plays across the 25 up to the 27-yard line. And that was Robinson on the carry. Gain of about 4 yards, almost 5 yards on first down. Only a couple of completions in the first half for Riggins. Robinson again. This time he's up across the 30 to about the 32-yard line, maybe the 33. We'll call it the 33-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1 here for the Warriors. So 9 yards on 2 plays. They'll do it again. Robinson gets across the 35, and here's a flag in the backfield. Came in at the end of the play, and one of the offensive linemen for the Warriors is down. Let's see what the call is going to be here. I believe it is going to be against Beauregard for unnecessary roughness at the end of that play. So this time, the guys in the white jerseys. It's an illegal chop or a block below the waist called against Beauregard, as evidently somebody cut the legs of the offensive lineman. And that's going to be a major distance penalty, 15 yards up to the midfield stripe. And here's another flag, as one of the Beauregard players was in the ear of the official. And sometimes you just got to know when to hush. I raised 2 boys in my house, and I've told them that many, many times in our household. Sometimes you just got to know when to hush. 15 more yards, so 30 yards in penalties before another snap was made. And just like that, Russell County is at the 35-yard line of Beauregard. And we've had a bevy of major distance penalties in this game so far. First and 10 from the 35. They're waiting on the officials to explain that to the Beauregard coaching staff. Head coach Shannon Motley gets a discussion. Don't forget, folks, at the end of the ball game tonight, we will be naming the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. And speaking of Alex Quinney All-State, saw some cool pictures today from his agency. They had a good time on Halloween today. Little themed dress up. And here goes Robinson. He's in the clear, and he's going to score. Eugene Robinson. No flags. Around the right side. 21. Excuse me, I got that wrong. That was Chris Lucas, the sophomore running back. I saw the 2 in front, thought it was Eugene Robinson. It's, the same result a lot of times. Honest mistake there, but let's give credit where credit is due. Chris Lucas broke loose for that run. And a touchdown for Russell County. And on comes Hernandez for the extra point. Chris Lucas, just a sophomore. Future is bright in Seal, Alabama. Hernandez, the kick, whistles. I think we got offside on Beauregard. The kick was good. But rushing in from the outside was Nick Lundy. He made a diving attempt, but one reason he got so close to blocking that kick is he started early, and that's against the rules. So let's see. They're going to move it forward, and out comes the offense. So they're going to take the half the distance to the goal penalty, get down to about the 1-yard line, and they're going to run the offense back out there with the loaded formation, the heavy formation. They're going to give it. And it is good. That was easy. And that was Eugene Robinson that time. And he was not touched. And they didn't even run to the side they had loaded up there. They ran back to the opposite side, and he was not touched at all for the 2-point conversion. So that'll make it 22-0 here at Russell County. We'll go away for just a moment, let the vocal cords breathe for a minute, and we'll be back for the kickoff in a moment on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And the power of suggestion is real here in the press box. Ricky Rogers played a Coca-Cola commercial in the break, and I remembered in my bag was a nice cold Diet Coke with lime, a new product from Coca-Cola, one of our presenting sponsors here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. The kick is away, taken at the 10-yard line. That is Jeffrey Holloway with it for the Hornets, and he's going to be brought down as he gets up to the 15-yard line. And that's where Beauregard's offense will be back in business. But, yeah, the Diet Coke Lime gets a full approval rating from me. Those of you who are interested in what I think about diet drinks or soft drinks in general, but have enjoyed getting those. Found those for the first time at my son's house in Birmingham last weekend, and we brought some home with us, and they are out and around now. So another good product by the Coca-Cola Company. Full house backfield for Beauregard. Single receiver to the right side. Lane Wilson running the offense as he has most of the night here for Beauregard. The give. Tay Foreman into the secondary. Spins off a tackle, and he's going to have a first down. Tell you what, Tay Foreman is a formidable running back. He's a good-sized kid. He looks to be probably about 210, 215 pounds, maybe 220. And he's got a good first step and explodes through the hole and is a tough runner. So first down up across the 35 to the 36-yard line for Beauregard. Snap, the give. This time it's to the other running back. I believe that is number 9, Camden Bowen, with the carry there, and he's going to gain about 6 yards. It'll be second down and 4. Speaking of Beauregard, I'd like to congratulate my old friend, one of the guys who played for me in my very first coaching job way back in the late 80s, Brandon Cobb, now the head softball coach at Southern Union State Community College. He was the head softball coach at Beauregard for several years, and he has re-entered the world of softball at Southern Union, taken over as their head coach. And congratulations to Brandon. Roanoke, Alabama, making Roanoke proud. So 3rd and 1 now after that play was stopped by Russell County at the 45-yard line. So a big play for the defense. And I'm going to guess, if I were a guessing man, that number 2 is going to get the football for Beauregard here. We'll see. Wilson. Now they're going to look to the sideline, see if they adjust the play here. 5 on the shot clock, or excuse me, the play clock. Look, I'm already getting in basketball season. And I was correct. Tay Foreman gets it, and he's going to easily get the first down and get across midfield into Russell County territory for another first down for the Hornets. So every time Beauregard has started a drive like this and gotten a couple of first downs, the Russell County defense, one of two things has happened. Either the Russell County defense has risen to the occasion and put a stop to it, or a penalty has put a stop to it. So we'll see what happens here. Full house backfield. The give is to Foreman again. He's grabbed, but he gets loose, and there's a flag coming in. That's in the direction of holding. And loose on the sideline over there, getting all the way down. The biggest play of the night, and a fumble at the end of the play. Let's see, are they going to call it a fumble? No, they're going to say he was down. The ground caused the fumble. There is a Beauregard player down over there. I believe it is the running back. That is Tay Foreman. But this one's going to come back. It's going to be holding on the left side of the offensive line. The play came from the umpire. The flag came from the umpire. And he's having a discussion with the head official there. The flag is on the ground at the 47-yard line. And I believe this one is going to come back. But there still is a lot of discussion going on by the officials. 3 officials grouped together. And that's a chop block. Not a hold, it's a chop block. or blocking below the waist, I guess. When you tap both hands below the knees, I guess that's not the chop, that's the blocking below the waist. But an illegal cut block, whatever the case may be, whatever you want to call it. And that's going to back Beauregard up to their own 43-yard line. And what did I say just a moment ago? One of two things have happened. Either the Russell County defense has stiffened and put a stop to the drive, or penalties have happened to Beauregard. And there, another major penalty. It's going to be 1st and 20. Wilson drops back. He's going to be hit hard. He's going to go down. Once again, when Beauregard has tried to throw the football tonight, they've only been successful once, I believe, throwing the football. And Lane Wilson was hammered, and I believe he has turned his ankle, maybe the same ankle that he hurt earlier in the game, and he is in pain on the ground, and that's not good for the Hornets. A Jack Houston injury timeout. As they check him out, let's take a quick break, Ricky. We'll be back here at Russell County in just a moment.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3.
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Here we are.
And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this, come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
Back here at Russell County, Lane Wilson still down for the Jack Houston Hospital, Houston Clinic injury timeout here at Russell County. Left ankle or left ankle area for Wilson. The trainers are still out there with him. One of the coaches is out there talking to him. He's sitting up, helmet off. Let's see how much weight he's able to put on that. It looks like they're about to get him up off the turf here. We got him stood up, and he's not going to be able to put much weight, if any at all, on that left foot. So tough thing to see here. Final game of the regular season. As they walk him off the field. Certainly wish Lane Wilson the best. He is a senior and has run this Beauregard offense all season. And I will assume that will bring Drake Motley in to replace him. And there he is, number 18, will come in place of Lane Wilson. It is 2nd and quite a ways. They're at their own 39-yard line now. They have to go to the Russell County 38. So that is 23 yards, I believe, is the distance. Looks like more than that. The give. Oh, grabbed in the backfield and down quickly. That is Camden Bowen, and breaking through for Russell County, I believe, was number 33, Polito James. And another loss back to the 38. So they've got 24 yards. 3rd down and 24 here. And this drive has hit a wall for Beauregard. They need a big play in the worst way. The snap and flag on the play. Looks like a false start over there on the far side, and maybe the wide receiver got a little early start. And that'll be 5 more yards. It'll be 3rd and 29. $22-0 Russell County, 3:25 and counting here in the third period. The give. Tay Foreman gets a blocker out on the right edge. He's going to get across the 40 up to the 43-yard line. It's going to be 4th down for the Hornets. We'll call it the 42-yard line. And in to punt, or staying in as the punter, is Drake Motley for the Hornets. $20 yards needed for the first down. So 4th and 20. The snap is a good one. Motley gets it off. No rush. It's going to hit and be taken by Russell County and returned. Nice job over there. I believe that was Caden Jackson who grabbed that one on the bounce and ran up the sideline, actually gained some yardage. Looks like he stepped out of bounds a little bit before what it looked like, though. And that's going to be Russell County football at their own 37-yard line. 2:29 to go in the third period. Russell County 22, Beauregard nothing. And here's an offside penalty as the nose guard for Beauregard fell for the false clap. And that'll give a free 5 yards to Russell County. It'll be 1st and 5. As we've said a couple of times, and I guess you can credit Beauregard's defense for some of this, but Russell County's offense just hasn't been extremely sharp tonight. And here's a flag coming in from the front and a flag coming in from the back, and we've had more laundry on this field tonight than I can remember in quite a while. This has not been a pretty game. And a cut block. And that's what, 3 times for that call? I haven't seen that called in I don't know when, and we've got 3 of them in this game. So that's going to set Russell County back. Stay off the knees, fellas. So first down, all the way back at the 27-yard line. Riggins gives. Hit immediately. Short gain, maybe a yard. That was Eugene Robinson on the carry. The ball is at the 28-yard line. They've got to get all the way to the 47. So 19 yards needed for the first down here on second down. Riggins looks, throws out in the flat. Robinson complete, but he's brought down immediately. A nice play. Brody Morand, or Morand. I'm going to say that's probably the correct pronunciation. Morand, and he limits that to about a 1-yard gain, and it's going to be 3rd and 18 here from the 28-yard line. So let's see if Russell County is going to be content to use a running play here, or are they going to take a little shot down and try to get this first down? Riggins back to pass. Pressure. He throws it deep over the middle. Intercepted. That's picked off by Jordan Jackson. He's going back the other way. He intercepted at about the 30-yard line. He's across midfield down to the 30 of Russell County, and he's going to be hit out of bounds late. And that's going to add 15 yards to it, and that was just a big, unnecessary addition to the end of that play. And the guilty party, number 68 for the Warriors, DJ Horn, adds 15 more as he hit him late. And that was not a wise play there. Already a long interception return and just added 15 yards to it on the sideline here. Right at the 30-yard line, so that's going to put them about the 15. If they mark off the full distance, I believe they will. There's a lot of discussion about this. I'm not real sure what's going on. There is a flag back upfield. Okay, now I get the discussion. There's a flag back upfield, which is probably a blocking infraction on Beauregard. Now, it's going to be the same situation. The 15-yarder is going to be a dead ball foul, so it's going to be enforced. So they're probably going to mark off. It's going to nullify the really long return. They're going to mark off the illegal block. So it's actually 2 personal fouls. So there was a live ball personal foul and a dead ball personal foul. And I'm not sure what just happened. I'm about as confused as I can be here on what happened there. And now we've got a timeout. I'm not sure who took it. But I believe the officials may have taken it, and they have asked both coaches, I believe, to speak to their teams about sportsmanlike conduct and sportsmanlike play. We've had this has not been a cleanly played ball game by either team, and we've had, like we said, we've had a lot of laundry on the field tonight. A lot of unnecessary things going on. And if you can see on your screen there, Coach Dylan Griggs, this is not a happy conversation with his Warriors. That might have been a Russell County timeout. I'm not sure it was on the officials because I didn't see the Beauregard coaches doing the same thing with their bunch over there. But Dylan Griggs choosing to use the opportunity for a teaching moment here with 43 seconds left in the third quarter. So Beauregard in business, very good field position, maybe their best field position of the night, especially to start a drive. They are just inside the 30-yard line. Actually, where the football sits, it's on the 29-yard line. 1st and 10. Tay Foreman has been the workhorse for the Hornets here in the second half. I don't expect to see much difference in the offense going forward for the Hornets. And finally, we're going to put it back in play. Motley under center. He's going to give it to Foreman. Foreman is hit as he crosses the line of scrimmage, keeps his feet moving forward, and he's going to get down to the 22-yard line. Going to gain about 8 there on first down. And now let's see if the Hornets can sustain something here on offense for the first time tonight. Motley. Quick toss, and there's whistles before the play. And that is the end of the third quarter. So we'll go away for just a moment, and we'll be back for the start of the fourth quarter of action here at Russell County. It's 22-0 Warriors. We'll be back in a moment on Georgia, Alabama.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location.
being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends.
And we're back here at Russell County, beginning of the fourth quarter. Beauregard has the ball, second and short, trying to get something in the end zone. A sweep, and that's going to get close to the first down. That's Jordan Jackson with the carry. Let's see where they mark him. I believe he's going to be a yard short. So it'll be 3rd and 1 from the 20-yard line. They got to get to the 19 for the first down. And they're trying to keep this drive alive here at the beginning of the fourth quarter. This is their deepest penetration of the night, I believe. And they're trying desperately to get that goose egg off their side of the scoreboard. It's 22-0 Russell County. The give, Tay Foreman. He's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage. I believe his forward progress is going to get the first down. Just get the first down. Let's see where they mark it. Yes, that is going to be a Beauregard first down. He got to the 19. He needed to get to the 19. He did. And here's another flag. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Warriors. Somebody over there said something, and that was thrown by the head official. And these officials have had enough tonight. And the least little thing now for the rest of this contest is going to draw the flag, and that's going to put Beauregard at the 9-yard line, 1st and goal. Tay Foreman hit in the backfield, gets through it. He's going to get to the goal line. Touchdown, Beauregard. And the penalty was costly there. The unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, because somebody could not hold their comment to themselves. And that put Beauregard in a 1st and goal situation, and they take advantage of it. And it looks like they're going to go for 2 here. Motley comes out from the sideline with the play. The play clock is already down to 15, or inside 15, approaching 10. If they're going to get this off, they're going to have to hustle it up. 7 on the play clock. 5 on the play clock. 4, 3, 2, 1. And they do not get it off. They did not get the play off. And that's going to back them up. Delay a game on a 2-point conversion. They took forever to get the play in from the sideline, and then took forever to get lined up and snap the football. So this decreases, of course, the probability, and the play clock is already down to 10 on this one. It's down to 5. They haven't even lined up yet. 3, 2, 1, and another delay a game penalty. Or did they call timeout? They had to spend a timeout there to keep from getting another delay penalty on a 2-point play. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
Back here at Russell County. So finally, the 2-point play is going to be put in play from about the 8-yard line for Beauregard after the delay penalty. They've got the play called, they've got it in, but the play clock is already down to 10. They are going to get the snap away. Motley's going to drop back to pass. He's going to throw in the end zone, and it's caught off the tip. So it was tipped by one receiver. I believe it went off the hands of number 5, Kanye Billingsley, and ended up in the hands of number 22, Davis Fuller. And the 2-point conversion is good. So a little serendipity there for Beauregard in the end zone. And they get the 2-point conversion. It is now 22-8 with 10:07 left in the contest. So Beauregard wipes off the goose egg and replaces it with a snowman here in the fourth quarter. Now, Russell County, Dylan Griggs was like nothing more than to see his team regroup here and regain the momentum in this game, because right now the momentum is all on the Beauregard sideline. So for the second time tonight, kicking off for the Hornets is big number 70, Brody DeLee. He puts a foot into it, taken at the 22-yard line, trying to get to the sideline. He does, and there's a penalty flag, and there should be another penalty flag there because we all saw the face mask from here, but I didn't see the flag come in on the face mask. I saw it come in on what's probably an illegal block just before the face mask, and then no flag on an obvious face mask penalty. I guess you can't see them all. But that's going to go backwards. It's a holding call against Russell County, so that'll back the Warriors up, and they'll start at their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10. So the running game has been the bread and butter of Russell County tonight. See if they can keep it going here in the second half and kind of turn the tables on Beauregard using their own medicine. That was Robinson, I believe, on the carry. Nope, that was not Robinson. That was Chris Lucas again with another good carry. These guys look similar. They're similar builds, and they both start with a 2. On the carry again, and that was Lucas again, I believe. Yes, it was. And he gets the first down, and they're inside Beauregard territory at the 49-yard line. Lucas again picks his way forward. He's going to get about 4 yards, maybe 5. Yep, they're going to give him forward progress to the 44-yard line of Beauregard. So 2nd and 5 here for the Warriors. Looks like they're having a lot of success running the football. And the give once again to Lucas. He drives forward, got some help from his offensive line there, and he's going to get the first down to the 36-yard line. And somebody just got flat run over from Beauregard. I think the big offensive line, I think the pancake came into play there as getting up very slowly as Nick Lundy. Nick's had a tough night tonight. He's been banged up a couple of times, but that time I think he just got steamrolled. 1st and 10 from the 36. The give. Another good gain on the ground. I would make an Auburn comment here, but I'm not going to. I don't think they're going to give Chris Lucas the opportunity to do an RPO here and read pass when they're running the ball so well. My fellow Auburn fans out there will know exactly what I'm talking about. But they are running the football very well right now. Another gain of almost 5 yards on first down. I believe that was Lucas again. The give to Lucas again. He's going to go around right in, get a little bit of daylight. He's going to get about 4 more, maybe 3 more, and it's going to be 3rd and short at about the 28-yard line for the Warriors. All running the football so far, and I don't expect to see the ball in the air on this drive unless they just have to. If it's a 3rd and long situation, which this is not, this is a 3rd and short type formation. They're going to give it to Lucas again. He's going to get across the line of scrimmage. He's going to go forward, and he's just going to get enough for the first down. And it'll be first down Russell County at the 26-yard line. And they are actually playing the Beauregard style of football here. This is how Beauregard defeated Valley last week. They kept the football on the ground, and they kept it out of the offense's hands. Valley with a powerful offense. And it's 1st and 10. Now, one thing that could happen here, we've talked about they probably won't put the ball in the air, but if Beauregard starts stacking the box and bringing everybody up, don't be surprised if they toss one over the top. And that looks like what they were planning on doing right there. Dylan Griggs will lure a defense in if he can and then hit them with something quick. And that looked like it might have been the plan right there. And I believe, did Beauregard call that timeout? I believe they may have. We'll just keep it here during this timeout. Yeah, right on. Looks like Pacelli was able to roll to a big win tonight. They were up big. And into the end zone on the pass play, and they did put it in the air. That is complete to Cedric Dupins, and he's going to get to the end zone. No flags. What do you know? And he gets into the end zone for the score from 26 yards out. And Hernandez on for the extra point. He boots it through, and it's 29-8 now for Russell County. So they did lure that defense in enough, and they were able to get a pass out toward the sideline into daylight over there, and Dupins goes in for the score. And it's some insurance here for Russell County in the fourth quarter with 6:42 to play. So Russell County getting ready to kick here. And the kick upended by number 33, Polito James, on the kickoff there. And Beauregard will put it into play at the 35-yard line, so fairly good field position for the Hornets, as they'll see if they can mount another drive, and if Russell County can keep from helping them with penalty yardage, give the defense a chance to make a stop here. Backup quarterback Drake Motley in for the injured Lane Wilson for Beauregard. Tay Foreman has been the main character. And the ball's on the ground, a fumbled snap. That one got away from Motley, and that's going to lose about 3 yards. And it's going to be second down and long for the Hornets. I don't know if he just lost the handle on that or when he turned, if he bumped into one of his offensive linemen, but the ball ended up on the ground, and he had to fall on it quickly for the Hornets. So Motley back in. Motley is a freshman, by the way. So a youngster in there for the Hornets at quarterback. The snap, the give, big hit in the backfield, and it's not going anywhere. Good job right there, I believe. Let's see the number. Number 54 for Russell County. Jaden Grant with the big play there as he hits Tay Foreman in the backfield for no gain. And it's going to be 3rd down and 13 for Beauregard. They haven't put the ball in the air too many times tonight. Oh, we saw it again, but I don't think anybody else did, guys, here in the booth. It looked like, again, for the second time tonight, a pretty obvious face mask violation, but it was not called. No rags on the field, which is a plus, and that's going to bring out the punt team for Beauregard. And Motley will punt. A little bit of a tough choice picking our Alex Quinney good hands player of the game, and a high kind of shank punt. And the old term from football that you often hear on those kind of punts, Peter, was shouted loudly from the sideline there, as everybody in a black jersey was told that's the signal to get out of the way. Incoming, and Russell County with good field position at the Beauregard 46-yard line on the short, very short punt. Motley just got that one a little off the side of his foot and kind of popped it up in the air. Only covered maybe about 10 or 11 yards. The snap, the give on the end around, and a good gain on 1st down for Noah Sterling. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 1st down for Russell County. In the backfield is Javion Toney, the freshman running back. And the same play going back the other way this time to the right side. And brought down at the, and here's another flag coming in. That's a horse collar. Yep. That's going to add to the end of it. We saw it, and I thought they might call it, but then I thought they just might let it go because it wasn't a jerk from the back. But they're going to call the horse collar and add it to the end of this play. Sort of interesting that one of the officials who was furthest away from where the infraction took place, and they're going to discuss it over there. Let's see if they let this stand. There's a possibility they could waive this off. They are going to waive it off, and they're going to say it was not, in fact, a horse collar. I think that's a good no call. First down for the Warriors. The give to the freshman inside the 10, inside the 5. He's going to be out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. That is Javion Toney with the carry. And it'll be first and goal for the Warriors from the 4 as they try to add another insurance score here in the fourth quarter. We're down to 3:25 to go in the game. Toney again, inside the 5, flag down in the backfield. This is going to come back. Toney got the score, but it is not going to count because there is yellow laundry on the turf once again. Is that another block below the waist? And I'm not questioning the officials here, but I have literally not seen this called in 10 weeks this year, and we've had 4 or 5 of them in this game. So that's going to back Russell County up to first and goal from the 19 now as the 15-yard penalty moves them from the 4. Toney's still in the backfield. And he's going to get the carry. He's going to be hit as he gets to about the 16, 17-yard line. We'll call it the 17. Gains a couple there. It's going to be second and goal from the 17.
Do me a favor, go back down there and check on top football. I'm trying to see what.
Toney pops it to the outside. He's going to get grabbed by the jersey and brought down. And here's a flag at the end of that play. Now let's see what this is going to be.
I'm trying to see if that hit. He took a pretty good hit. Come back to the ring. Right. Come back. A little bit. He walking right up.
Let's see. The head official thinks it was a horse collar. And they are going to mark this one off. That is going to be called a horse collar tackle. Yeah, I couldn't tell where he had him by the jersey. I just knew that the tackler had a handful of jersey from the back. And they're going to call that one a horse collar. And that's going to put it an automatic first down at the 10-yard line. So the horse collar, automatic first down, first and goal from the 10. The give to Toney. He's going to run out of room. You barely get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 now. They might be setting up for another little toss over the top here. Russell County doesn't really need to score here, but they do need to hold on to the football. 2:27 left in the contest. The snap. Brooks looks to throw. He does, and it's off the hands of the intended receiver. That was number 14, Elijah Lyles, a sophomore receiver. Let that one get away from him. He wouldn't have gone very far had he caught the ball. He had a defender right with him. And that's going to bring up third down. Still says second on the down marker, but I'm pretty sure this is third down. They're going to leave it second down. Okay. Brooks throws, almost picked off. And this has just not been a sharp game throwing the football for Bryson Brooks tonight. He almost threw that one directly into a pick there. And it's now it's third down. Brooks looking to throw, scrambles, going to get to the outside, stops, reverses his direction, going to cut all the way back across the field. And he throws to the end zone, touchdown. So a scrambling touchdown. And I believe that was complete to number 1, Noah Sterling there in the back of the end zone as Brooks scrambled around, and then found a receiver for the touchdown. And Beauregard adds a late score here to make it 35-8. Hernandez on to try to make it 36. Kick is up, and the kick is good, and it's 36-8. Russell County, and 2:16 left in the contest. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back for the kickoff and for the rest of the contest here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Vision's morning show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Vision's morning show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Vision's morning show, and download the Sports Vision's radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Kick taken, and still on his feet. That's number 3, Jeffrey Holloway for the Hornets. And now another flag is on the ground. My goodness. How many more times can we have this? And that's going to add more yardage. I think it's going to be another personal foul, and I think that's going to – I mean, there's got to be, folks, for both teams tonight, each team has to have close to 100 yards in penalties. Let's see. What are we going to do here? Are they going to mark it off? Or did they mark it off? I don't think they marked that one off. The flag was picked up, and I didn't see them assess any yardage, so I guess they just changed their mind. Maybe he dropped his hanky by accident. Anyway, from the 40-yard line, Beauregard, Tay Foreman with the carry. He breaks across the 45, 50, down to the 45, inside the 45 of Russell County. And Tay Foreman continues to run hard here for the Hornets as the clock runs. We're under 2 minutes now. Ball at the 43-yard line of Russell County. Tay Foreman has quietly had a good night for Beauregard. He's been the workhorse for sure. Motley gives to Foreman again. Got some blocking, trying to follow his blockers. Gets inside the 40, down to the 38. He's going to fall forward probably to the 37-yard line. Another good gain on first down for Beauregard. And Tay Foreman having a good night. And I will say, when it gets down to game number 10 of the season, sometimes when this game really doesn't have any implications, and there's a big run on the sideline over there, tiptoeing the sideline, Jeffrey Holloway. Let's see where they mark him out. I believe he stepped out around the 20-yard line. Nope. He did not. They're going to mark him down at the 17, where it'll be first down for the Hornets. But as I was saying, when you get to the 10th game of the season and there's not really anything riding on this game other than pride, sometimes that leads to a little bit of complacency on the part of both teams. And this game has turned out that way tonight. Neither team been really sharp the entire night. Another good carry for Foreman as he's down inside the 10 now. Gains about 7 or 8 on that play. Let's see, gets to the 9. So it'll be 2nd and 2. Give him 8 yards on that play. And Beauregard trying to push another one in before the end of the contest, but they may not get off another play. That's going to be the end of the game as 3, 2, 1, and the clocks go to 0. And Russell County has taken win number 9 here tonight. 36-8 over the visiting Hornets of Beauregard High School. And the two teams will shake hands. And we'll go away really quickly, and we'll come back to close it all out tonight. We'll tell you about the Alex Quinney Good Hands All-State Player of the Game when we come back on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
And we're back here at Russell County, going to close this one out. We close out the regular season for 2025. Russell County moves to 9-1 on the season with a 36-8 win over visiting Beauregard. And our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Players of the Game tonight, we're going to go on senior night. We're going to give it to the senior class for Russell County because you had good performances and touchdowns and great defensive plays all over the field. And most of the guys making those plays were seniors tonight. So we're going to give it to the Russell County seniors getting the Good Hands, the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game award tonight for this contest. Congratulations to this 2026 senior class for Russell County. 30 of them celebrated before the game tonight. Several of them had a big hand in things on the field tonight, and they have had a historic season, finishing 9-1 on the year here at Russell County for Coach Dylan Griggs. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. From our producer, Ricky Rogers, Mike Peacock, we got through it. My voice lasted. How about that, Ricky? And we'll be back. Look for us next week as we make announcements on where we will be next week as the playoffs start on both sides of the river. Playoffs have already started in GIAA, and the Alabama playoffs will start next weekend. Russell County will host Gulf Shores here in Seal next Friday night in the first round of the playoffs. And ladies and gentlemen, we've enjoyed bringing it to you. And once again, thank you for joining us. Make sure you frequent our sponsors. Thanks to our presenting sponsors, Coca-Cola, Connect Federal Credit Union, Glenn Smith Chevy GMC, Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, and the Houston Clinic, as always, for being our presenting sponsors on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time on GASL.